Kyle Miller, Colton Akerstrup, Oregon and Alberta on the front row, 8 laps. All right, it looks like we are just about ready to get our first race of the evening underway. James Simmons and Tanton Swaim on the front row. James Deathrage and Josh Corley, row number 2. We will be going green next time by. Both drivers on the front rows looking for their first wins of the season. Simmons on the inside, Swaim on the outside. Here we go. Green flag underway. On the start, contact between the 16 and 17. Simmons and Swaim. Josh Corley, he's got to back up a little bit in the 7C as those two cars got into one another. Corley is second. The slider in the middle of turn 1 and 2 is Josh Corley in the 7C. Out to the front. Tanton Swaim in the 17, running in second. Deathrage third and fourth. Number 4 from Cottage Grove, this evening's fast timer, Jeff Casto. Later on in the program, Kai Frick and Rob Williams. They are on the front row. 4 laps is the scheduled distance. They will receive the 4 cars for 4 laps. They must be side by side, wing to wing, wheel to wheel when they exit the 4th turn. Looking to receive the green flag from veteran flagman Rick Davis. Ten laps the scheduled distance. Heat race number 1 of 3 for your Hornets. Dan Jenkinson, Opie Donaldson on the front row. Here we go. Green flag. John Corley wearing the Jordan dash. A little bit of contact between the 7C and the 0. That is the battle for the race lead. Meanwhile, a separate incident. It looks like Patricia Walker in the 70. Queen and green. You can see the one in the end of the 7C is Corley. Corley leading. It's Donaldson, Jenkinson, Simmons, Melvin Walker, Teresa Walker, Patricia Walker. Great race for second is Jenkinson on the inside. And Jenkinson up to second place now in the blue 4. James Simmons looking for third as he makes the pass on the inside. Donaldson off the pace. He will pull off the racetrack. Setting the pace over Dan Jenkinson, James Simmons, Melvin Walker, Teresa Walker, Patricia Walker. This time by will be halfway home as they look to complete lap number 5 of 10. Hot traffic coming into the picture. Patricia Walker in the second, one lap down. That will do it for heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 coming up next, starting on the pole in the Kent front home number 32, the car from Cold Creek. The driver from Cottage Grove and the Gilkison and Dad Incorporated. Special thanks to Kent Crump, Grandma Debbie, and Brent Gilkison. Evan Britton on the outside of Britton, the number 28 from Cottage Grove, the material fabrication, racing trends, Meineke Car Care, Virtual Concepts, graphics and design. Special thanks to his wife Deanne, Chris Pierce, Road to the inside, the small town treasure, Nicholas Napa Auto Parts, First Class Designs, number 89. That is Jim Simmons from Cottage Grove. Currently fourth in points. On the outside of him, James Deathrange, last week's non-point winner in the D&D Automotive, Harris Machine and Design, sponsored 7D. The Big Dog Recycling, Rapid Delivery, number 48, Ryan Swain from Dexter. Number 14 from Marcola, Dale Jacobson, and the 88, that is Kayla Simmons of the Sears of Cottage Grove, and Romance with Hero and Colors, Bruce Birch Photography, Industrial Fences, and Joe's Hot Rod Shop. The last number 1, heat race number 2 of 3 for the Hornet Division. James Deathrange running in second, Evan Britton third, Jim Simmons, Mike Swain, Neil Jenkinson, and Kayla Simmons, your running order. Chris Pierce, close for at 2:40 at this point. 2 laps complete. Here so far is holding on to the lead. Making a battle for third here as Deathrange in the 70 trying to take the Chris Pierce, and he will duck down low. James Deathrange to the race lead now. Evan Britton is second. Here comes Britton and Simmons. 3 top paddles for position number 2. Just a lap away from the halfway mark. James Deathrange, Evan Britton, Jim Simmons, Chris Pierce, Mike Swain, Dale Jenkinson, and Kayla Simmons all on the lead lap. 28. Kayla Simmons will go a lap down. Time to go. Trying to make a move around Jim Simmons, that is for third. And going to be pretty wide there in turn number 3. Jim Simmons holds on to position number 3 now, looking at the Evan Britton. By the way, Evan Britton picked up a non-point victory earlier this season. Jim Simmons has his credit already in 2013. Leading, coming up on the 14 of down. Chris Pierce to third as he makes the pass around 89 of Jim Simmons. Chris Pierce now runs the White flag is out one more time after this time. The 28 of Chris Pierce. Heat race number 2 will go the other side. The 17 of James Deathrange. Finishing in second. Third, Simmons fourth. 48 of Mike Swain will be the last car on the lead lap, finishing in 5th. Should look like this. Driving for Tom Ginnott. The car is from Cottage Grove, the driver from Cresswell, the number 15, Aaron Hansen. The Santa Clara Transmissions entry, the outside of him, the Industrial Finishes. Kenwood Corporation, Bill's Automotive, number 34 from Cottage Grove, Mike Simmons, currently second in points. 13X of Steve Moore from Springfield, sponsored by Froggy's Towing, Big B Tires, Springfield Auto Recyclers, and Sun Signs. The 17, Tanton Swain. Tanton Swain from Bedford, driving for Randy Poole, the Big Dog Recycling sponsored truck. The 11, Joe Miracle, current point leader. In the Ram Jack, sponsored 11. Green flag, here we go. Mike Simmons, your leader. Aaron Hansen, 10 swings, battling for second. Rounding up the field, number 30. That is Brianna Walker from Bend. Brought to you by Big B Tire, Froggy's Towing, Springfield Auto Recyclers, and Sun Signs. Mike Simmons leading. Left number 2. Down with the battle for third and two between the 11 of Miracle and the 15 of Hansen. Aaron Hansen one in the middle as Miracle trying to make the pass down low. A little bit of contact between those two for third. Close quarter action between the 11 and the 15. About to see a battle for the race lead. Occur up front between the 34 of Mike Simmons and the 17 of Tanton Swain. Swain looks to the inside, the yellow 34 of Simmons. And well done. Number 4. Joe Miracle may be coming in the mix at number 11 as he starts to separate from fourth place, the 15 of Hansen. Steve Moore briefly gets into the infield, back on the racetrack. We stay green, we stay green. Number 30. In danger, going left down. We might see 3 wide action. Here is Hansen Swain in the 17th. Swain works the low line. Side by side, that is the battle for the race lead. And it's Hansen Swain to the top spot, but Mike Simmons is not done fighting yet. Simmons up on the high side, dangerously close to the front stretch wall. Will lose the lead at the start finish line, but he's going back to work to try and get the top spot back. Swain in the 17th. Your leader, Mike Simmons, second. Joe is scored his third. 3 laps to go in this one is 7.5 complete. And Swain trying to keep the 17 truck under control. Steve Moore, a left knee. And it looks like Brianna Walker sideways. Keeps it going. We stay green for the moment. We expect to see the white flag coming out this time around. No issue so far. It's a race for second between the 34 Simmons and the 11 of Miracle. Race number 3 will be Tanton Swain and number 17 from Easter. Simmons second, the 11 of Miracle third, and rounding up your lead lap finishers, the 15 of Aaron Hansen in fourth. So we will go from Hornets now to street stops. Completing the starting lineup is the 0. That is Dustin Henderson from Pine Grove, driving for his dad Mark. Mountain Gutters, Josh Mountain Painting, White Water Well Drilling, Stealth Recovery, Taylor's Towing. Special thanks to Darren Crooks, big special thanks to Darren Crooks for helping him out this weekend. Darrell Crooks in the 00. Driving the car that Steve Bakley picked up the victory in last Saturday night. He starts along the side of the 75 and Don here in the third. 2 laps to go. Gary, 75. Jim Harrison's a 4. Up to second. He gets past both Darrell and Darren Crooks. Casto is still eligible for a clean sweep. Christian from Eugene, the 18th. Lane Taylor, the My Boys Slate Fire Pizza Machine from Cresswell. Number 4, Speedway from Springfield. 88, Mike Peters from Station 88. By the way, we'd like to wish his mother a happy birthday. And 12, B, Brittany Brave, making the trip all the way from Beaverton. 7 cars for 10 laps. Kai Frick and Rob Williams on the front row. Here we go. They're making their way across the entire facility. Kai Frick, your leader. 5 laps complete, 5 to go. On the inside, is he going to take the lead from Frick? Order. Nunes and Chandel and a couple of drivers from Southern Oregon started their young careers in karts, now find themselves side by side here at heat race number 1 and 2 for the 360 sprints here at the Cottage Speedway. Welcome on you next Saturday night, ladies night. Here at the Grove, all ladies getting in the races for free. Sprints, midgets, street stocks, and Hornets. And Hornets running double features. Be sure and don't miss that one. Seth Nunes and the 71 of Chad Nolan. Brendan Boyce, Rob Bell, row number 2. Mike Roman, Katie Alman, row 3. Out of turn number 4. Capaldi. Myers blocking. Armstrong contract gunning. Peterson Kent. 21T, the outside of him, Linder, Pounder, Cody. 22 from Central Point. Gary Linder was in action last night in California in the Harley Van Dyke number 5H in Stockton. In action here tonight. 4, that is Jesse Thistle from Cresswell. The 2. Simmons on the pole.
If I were doing
with the Gilkisons and Dad Incorporated. 32 of Evan Britton from Cottage Grove. Britton has one 9-point win victory this year, while Mike Simmons currently second in points, looking for his first triumph of the year. Dan Jenkinson, the number 4 from Marcola, the 17. Tandy Swain from Dexter, the 70. James Death Rage from Cottage Grove, the 7C. Josh Crowley from Bonita. James Simmons, the 16 from Cottage Grove. 28, Chris Pierce, the 11, Joe Miracle, the 44, Melvin Walker, the 89, Jim Simmons, the 15, Aaron Hansen, 31, Teresa Walker, the 48, Mike Swain, the 14, Dale Jenkinson, the 88, Kayla Simmons, the 0, James Donaldson, and the 30, that is Brianne Walker. Set to go green. Now the exit of turn number 4. Jenkinson when he went off the racetrack just a few minutes ago. Out of turn number 4, 2 laps down, 18 scheduled left in this one. Mike Simmons going to get on the line. Joe Miracle. 3 victories on this year. He is up to victory 11. Get together. Second stoppage of this race. Green this time by 7 down, 13 to go. Corley, the pace setter. Earned the trophy downswing. Earned the heat race win. Looking for the green. He is on move in the 17 truck. Simmons off the pace, and oh my, here's put by the 15 of Aaron Hansen. And Cottage coming out for the 34. And Aaron Hansen make a couple of passes, selling 50-50 tickets, but $205 to win so far. Dan Swain, Chris Pierce behind Josh Gordon, they'll get the win. Coming from the back of the bus, almost into the top 5. Plays or so. And oh no, Aaron Hansen in the back stretch wall. Holy Toledo, Dan Jenkins. He's number 15. Literally. Aaron Hansen was running 6th, going for 5th. Under Mike Simmons. Everybody is on the lead lap. Turn the board. Here we go. by the 17, and Speedway will simply pull up. Josh Corley only a couple laps away from the victory. Mike Swain in front of him, the 16, that is James Simmons. The only car in all the lead lap on the racetrack is the 41 of Teresa Walker. White flag is out. One more time around for Josh Corley. And Chris Pearson in place car. Down on power. Jim Simmons for the year. Oh my! Right in front of your leader. Josh Corley this time will pick up the win. Almost deja vu of a couple weeks ago. Joe Miracle second. Place will be Pierce. Fifth. Jim Simmons in the 89 flat right rear, and Josh Corley, ladies and gentlemen, will pick up the victory. 20 laps the scheduled distance in this one, set to go green. This time by, says Mr. Rick Daniels, first to the top of the flag stand. Daniel Brooks. Green flag is out, and here we go. On the front, he has some mechanical problems, and he is off the race pace on the initial start here. The number 0, that machine is for victory. Secure the runner-up spot and go to work on his father. looking for his first one. It'll be the second victory for this car. Darren Crooks Don Garrett. Dustin Henderson. Caution. Caution coming out. And oh no, he told from Mark, this will be the one and only time in this machine as Dustin has his own car next week.
Fire's out.
This is the second time we've seen Daryl in this machine this year. Out of turn number 4, green flag. Side of his father, Daryl. Don Garrett, the third to 75. Don't get Dustin Henderson running fourth at the left yard. Will lead left. Daryl Crooks. Garrett looking for a Darren Brooks sees the opening upstairs. Makes the pass around the outside. Can he complete it though? Yes, he will. Darren Brooks. Take the top spot. We've just got 6 laps to go. Looking for second, trying to get beat Daryl Brooks. Don Garrett edging him just by a few inches as we got less than 5 to go. Darren Brooks. Don Garrett has been faster the last few times around. He is running out of time. Darren Brooks, Don Garrett. 1, 2, 3. If there would have been one more lap, who would have known? Set to go green this time by Brittany Ray and Mike Peters, both drivers looking for their first win this season. They share the front row. Rick Daniels going to let them loose for the exit corner number 4. Here we go. things restarted out of the exit of corner number 4. Here we go. Second, will it resume? Keep it on the 42. The yellow came out. Williams fifth. Ray and Phillips the rest of the running order. All cars were on the lead lap. 20 laps remain. For Daniels is going to give the signal. This time around, we're going to be going green. They exit corner number 4. Aaron Linder, Brennan Boyce, the front row. Every single driver looking for their first win at this venue in 2013. And it really is a coin toss. Except it's a coin toss when you throw a handful of coins in the air. You just don't know who's going to win. Top caliber drivers scattered throughout the field. Out of turn 4. Here we go. Was running fifth at the time. Out of turn for 4. They'll receive the green flag. looks like we are ready to begin the celebrations here in Victory Lane, starting off with the number 11, Joe Miracle picking up the Hornet feature win. I know not under the circumstance that you wanted to, Joe, but for you it was a great run because you had come from the back not too long ago. About lap 7 or so, worked your way up front, kind of hung in there in the top 5, and was starting to reel in Corley there a little bit.
Yeah, I was managing him here and there and banking on him here and there, but I knew I probably wasn't going to get it.
Your reaction, a bit of a surprise?
Yeah, a little bit surprised, but you know, a pleasant surprise. I'll take a win any way I can.
Well, and this is win number 4 for you, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
So you got to feel good you got the point lead, most wins so far this year. Any secret to the success?
Lap after lap, don't make a mistake.
All right. I know you got some great people helping you out with sponsorship.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Ramjack for job quality's number 1.
All right, well, congratulations, my friend. I'm not going to hold up any celebrations here. We'll see you next week. Twin features for the Hornets. 20 lap seats, I think, should be interesting.
I think so. Look forward to it.
All right. Well, race fans, that is Joe Miracle of Veneta, this evening's feature winner in the Hornets.
Give him that.
Drive just like Frank drove the car.
Chuck Christian, the big winner tonight in the late models. Chuck, awesome race. High side seemed to be the way around the place. You seemed to be able to work the bottom. If you wanted to go in the middle, you could do it. It seemed like your car was set up really well tonight.
It was set up pretty good, and you know, my heart goes out to my pit man, Rusty Frazier. Without him, this would have never happened. You know what? It's Redwood Northwest, Dynasty Concrete, Epic Racing, Virgil Hansen Auto Machine, everybody. Colleen's One Stop Bird Shop. Without all those people, this would have never happened. And yeah, it was a fun night.
Got a little close there at the end. Could you hear him underneath try and get something done?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was chewing my gum so hard, I'm like, come on. And I looked up and it's like, white flag. Oh, right on. I might win tonight.
Well, how does the wind feel tonight? Has it sunk in just quite yet?
No, it's the first time I've won in this late model. It's the first time I've won in a late model period.
It's gotta feel awesome. I could only imagine what you're gonna feel like tomorrow. Probably doing cartwheels in the front line.
No, I'm gonna do exactly what I do every Sunday. Take the car off trailer, go wash it, put it in the shop, get it up on jack stand, start working on it.
Sounds like a plan. I know you mentioned some of your great sponsors. Did you cover anybody? Or did you cover everybody? Did you leave anyone out?
Oh, I probably did. Eco Machine Technologies. Who else?
I think that's Epic BMX race team.
Epic BMX race team, you know. Right there, Seth Frazier, Rusty's kid. I support their race team. They have a track here in Cottage Grove. It's wonderful.
Well, congratulations on the win, my friend, and we'll let you celebrate.
Thank you very much.
All right, race fans, that's Chuck Christian in the number 42 to pick up the victory in the late model division.
I finally got one of those.
Fresh out of the car, Mr. Rob Hell. Rob, this has got to feel so good for you for all the hard work that you guys have put in to pick up a victory tonight.
It is. It's been a long time and a lot of second place and third place finishes over the last couple of years, and you know, I think it's just a testament to the hard work. And tonight we just kept working on it. We just keep working on it, keep getting better. And it's the 11, our benchmark wasn't here tonight, but it was just great racing. You know, it just everything worked out great, and I just have to thank my wife for putting up with me and just being everything to me, and my family, my parents for their support. We've been doing this a while now, and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of help. And of course, Budget Lumber came on board this year. Couldn't be there without them. They're the best. Double R powder coating, independent motor builders, Napa Auto Parts, Sutherland. Of course, my dad's shop, Hills Automotive. Where none of this would exist without it. So just a big night for us, and trying not to get emotional.
Well, Rob, a lot of people give Roger Crockett a lot of criticism for running local and running the majority of his season here, but you, as well as a lot of these drivers, can testify that he has made you faster race car drivers, especially when you guys go outside of Cottage Grove.
There's just no doubt about it. Roger, he's not just good here, he's good everywhere. And it makes you really look at what you're doing, really focus on what you're doing, and you've got to find a way to go faster. He's always trying to find a way to go faster, so you just got to keep working, keep digging. And I think it's elevated all of our games, and I think it's going to show. You know, when the national tour guys come here, I think it's going to show. I think we've got a strong contingent of cars here, and you know, I can't wait.
Well, what's next for you? Speedway kicking off next week up at Grays Harbor Raceway. They will be here in 2 weeks' time. Will we be seeing you up at Elma or here in a couple weeks back in Cottage Grove for 2 nights of action?
You know, for us, it's probably just going to be here. It's just a lot of time off of work for me to do that. But you know, hopefully we can get back there someday where we can race like we used to. You know, you get better. You know, if you race more, it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time off of work, and but we'll. You know, we're going to take what we got here tonight and try to expand on it. And when the ASCS boys come back, I hope we're talking right here again.
All right. Well, congratulations, my friend. I'll let you celebrate. Congratulations on the big win tonight.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, race fans. The 68 of Rob Help picking up the W in the 360 sprints is the second winner. Darren, your second win of the season. Got to feel good. My goodness, had to do it the hard way there. Lots of great racing.
Yeah, it was really hard getting around these guys. Just found a spot. He screwed up one time. That was it.
Well, I know you don't like finishing second to your dad either.
No, can't have that.
You know, good car count for you guys. It seems to be getting a little bit better each more week after week. Is it getting harder and harder for you to win these races? They seem to be stepping it up.
Yeah, it's getting a little more difficult. More cars, more fun. Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll see you next time in action.
I hope so. Yeah.
Is there any shout-outs you want to send before we let you go?
No, just friends, my dad, Steve, everybody.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win, and we'll let you party on here.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Race fans, that's Darren Crooks with the number 73. He's your feature winner for the street stock. That's going to do it for my time interviews. And we want to remind you next Saturday night, ladies' night at the races. We will